Hey guys, hope you're having an amazing day. So in this video, I want to go over something that gives a lot of power to client acquisition.io, which is my company, okay? And the thing that I want you guys to get out of this video is that we're the only company that you should want to work with, but also I want to inspire you to build something that is sustainable, okay? I know that I may preach like, hey, get rich quick, get rich this, but like we want to get rich for sure. And the only way to do it is to follow what I'm about to share, or at least try to recreate what I'm about to show you in this video, okay? For the love of God, guys, please pay attention to what I'm about to share today, okay? So let's get into it. So before I get into it, I want to let you know that I have this banger that I created 2 weeks ago. Goes over what I learned from scaling from 50K per month to 500K per month literally in the same month, in the same year, 12 months apart, right? So January of 2022, we did like 50 to 60K, and in December of 2022, we generated over 600 grand in revenue and collected over 500K by mastering the offers and the appointment setting workflows that we used to help our clients scale past 50K per month in profit. So if you want access to this training, just find the link below, opt in, and check it out, okay? You're going to find it really valuable. So let's get into it. I actually just wrote this for my Instagram stories. But I thought it's so valuable that I actually need to talk about it in a video. Okay, so most people getting into the online coaching and consulting space do it because of the potential of scale short term, right? But they don't realize that there is a limit to scalability if you can't sustain delivering results for your clients. Meaning, some people can generally get started. Maybe they have a good size audience, maybe 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers or millions of subscribers and followers. And they can go from making nothing to making $500,000 to $1 million every single month in revenue easily, right? Now, the issue comes with scaling. The issues of a process are exacerbated because what took a month to notice now takes 1 week to notice because of the sheer amount of volume going through the process, right? If you're selling a specific mechanism, it could be, hey, how to leverage video sales letters for SaaS companies, how to leverage video sales letters for the real estate niche, how to use virtual assistants, how to become an appointment setter, how to start an agency and get to 10K per month, how to do all these things, right? People are selling business opportunities, right? Or it could even be B2B, like something more, a mechanism that is more complex, right? But they're selling it more as an opportunity. Like, hey, if you do this, if you use this in your business, you're going to see success much faster, right? Well, what happens when you start selling these kind of, coaching programs or consulting stuff? The issue is that now, since you're at scale and getting hundreds, if not thousands of people to go through the thing every month, then you literally just speed up how fast you go out of business, because now instead of you just trying the process and maybe having 2 or 3 clients not succeed, but you still have 3 or 5 others who are winning, now the ratio is 60% of everyone who goes through your product and more don't actually end up winning. So what happens is the feedback loop is much faster, right? So hundreds and not thousands of people every other month start complaining because now they realize that the only person getting rich is you, but they're not actually getting the value that they paid for. Now, let me try to go back to one thing that I just recently noticed, right? And this is by looking at how we do things ourselves. I don't actually care about insane levels of scale, and our operations proves it, right? Because for those who don't know, we literally do a lot of things for our clients, right? We will look at your offer, we'll build train setters in your company, we will build email, setups for you. We will do a lot of tedious stuff that you shouldn't be. That we could literally teach you how to do it, but we do it for you on your behalf, right? So it limits how big I can actually scale the company. Literally, it limits, because things that we do take time, and it takes people, and it takes systems. It takes time, people, and systems. These are 3 things that, like, it's not like I'm asking ChatGPT every day and giving me an answer every minute. No, it's like there are things that generally take time, and that's why even if I would want to make $5 million this month, I would not be able to do it, literally, just because we wouldn't be able to fulfill. Okay. Now, recently, as I get to do more research around AI, I've gotten a deeper understanding of data. I don't think I ever understood the word up until last few weeks. At least not understanding. I understood data, right? Of course, everybody kind of like understands it, but I don't think everybody understands the benefit of owning ridiculous amounts of data. Okay. And that's the switch that happened. And that's why I started writing this, because I was looking at the CEO of Microsoft presentation, and I've been looking at ChatGPT and the way that it works. And if you really think about it, the reason why AI is so good is because it has the ability to eat up so much amount of data, and the machine is only as good as the amount of data that you feed it. Okay. And now it recently got me thinking, like, you know what if we looked at what we've been collecting? Because the beautiful thing of not being a course company or a coaching business where we just tell people what to do, and that we get our hands dirty and actually build things for people, is that without really knowing it, we're collecting a lot of data. Like when I say a lot, like I mean a lot. Okay, so let me show you an example. This is a client who's been pushing short form content, right? Um, if I was to go in the Instagram tab, you guys would see like over 4,000 DMs, right? He's tested multiple sub niches. I hid here all the different sources um, of these. So what this is, it's Loom video, meaning these are warm leads who requested for him to send them an asset that could show them what he does, right? And if the prospect they likes what he sent over, they'll literally book in a call. So as you see here, there's appointment booked, lead responded, appointment booked. Okay. Now, I could go over here and I could go through all the tabs, but I won't do it because this is his campaign. I don't want to share with you guys what he's doing, right? But we have all these. I think it's gotten over like 90 leads, and this is just one sheet. This is one sheet for one VA. He has a second VA with the same amount of interested prospects. Okay. Now, let me go back to this, right? We have hundreds, if not thousands of these sheets here, right? Let me scroll here. I'll show you guys. We've been doing this for a lot of clients. When I say a lot of clients, I mean a lot of fucking clients, okay? What this allows us to do is it allows us to collect data with each single client who joins the program, depending on their offer, right? I wrote it here. When a client joins the program, we build the offer or consult them on how to build a better offer. This is a data point, right? We train setters and put them in the company to do outreach. And what we do is, like I just showed you, is we have these sheets that we call foundational sheets, right? If you've ever gone through Nick Osman training, you know that he used to call his foundational sheets, which is where I got the inspiration to call them. But we've completely transformed the sheets. I'll make a more in-depth video on how our sheets look like. But a lot of the things that we track is the response rate per sub niche, right? So as an example, for people in e-com, for people in different niches, they'll target different sub niches because each sub niche's response rate and interest rate is different. So as an example, if I'm in e-com and I try to go pitch TikTok to a brand that sells protein, it might not be as accepted, or as I won't get the same warm lead rate, meaning I won't get as much interest as I would if I would try to go maybe to pitch a brand that sells like clothing, or something more it doesn't matter, right? So the sub niche response rate differs based on the sub niche. Like the response rate is different based on the sub niche. So we'll have each client create like 5 to 10 sub niches each, right, to test. If you're in short form content, it's the same thing, right? But now the beautiful thing is we'll also track the messaging. We'll also track the warm lead rate, meaning every time you send a message, every time you send 100 DMs, how many warm leads, interested prospects do you get? We'll also track the viewing rate. We'll also track the booking rate. But also the other thing is that all these metrics are tracked per channel. So as an example, the sheet that I just showed you guys, it's only for Instagram outreach. We also have Facebook outreach. Some clients, if they're on LinkedIn, you can also have that. If they're also on Twitter, you'll have that. If they're on email, the data is there too. Okay. Now, these are just a few metrics, but it gets interesting when each client has to test 5 to 10 plus sub niches and leverage 2 or more channels, right? Let's do the math. So, in the last, I'd say in the last 2 years, we've helped over 1,200 clients, right? So we had over 1,200 clients. So this is not even like half of what we did, right? But let's do the math on 500 businesses. 500 clients who've tested, let's say 1.5 offers, because some clients will test more than one offer, 2 outreach channels, 8 different sub niches, 3 different messaging, and on average, they're sending 7,200 DMs per month. That's around 300 DMs for 24 days out of the month. Times 12 months equals the amount of data that we've collected, let's say in a year from 500 businesses, right? I don't even know what this number is, but it's a lot of data, right? So, and I said that this formula isn't probably correct because I'm not a goddamn data analyst, but here is my point. When we're scaling a company, we're not just leveraging our intelligence and our experience, right? Meaning, when you come into our program, Serge is not the thing you're buying. I know a lot of people might think that, oh, Serge, I like your content, I love this, I love you, you look good, and things like that. But that's not really what you're buying. What you're buying is our ability to base our advice, our consulting, and what we're building for you, the infrastructures we're building into your company. It's off of data that we're doing it, right? And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to make it clear. You're not buying me. If I start buying McLarens and Porsches and Rolexes, then please buy my identity. But up until now, our goal is not to sell lifestyle. Our goal is to make you rich. Okay? Something that a course seller can't do, or your favorite mentor, because all they're doing is just selling you specific outcomes and, based off of how they live and how they show up online, right? Which I don't blame them. I think it's a great tactic and I will eventually tap into that. But for now, it's not my game, right? So when people ask me to mentor them, it kills me because I don't know how to mentor people. I'm like, I just scale businesses. I look at what has worked for our clients previously, and I tell you what you should be doing, right? I said here that if you want me to make you feel motivated, then come spend a weekend with me. We can go to the dealership, we can buy a $250,000 car, and I can let you drive it. Maybe that will make you excited, right? But scaling a company can only be done from using data to make decisions that have the highest probability of success, right? Let me repeat this. Scaling a company can only be done from using data to make decisions that lead to the highest probability of getting the outcome that you desire. The desire can be making 10 grand a month, okay? If you came to me and you're like, hey, I want to make 10 grand a month, or I want to make 100 grand a month, then I would go look at all these campaigns, right? All this data. I would come here and find, and this is just like from November, right? If you guys look here, this is just from like February, November. So we have a lot more sheets, right? And I could look at what campaign, what offer, what outreach channel, what messaging worked the best to get the most amount of warm leads in the shortest amount of time, right? And for the highest closing rate. As an example, this is something that we're starting to actually collect, right? We're starting to collect wins from our clients to try to figure out like, hey, how much was actually collected per campaign? So that's going to be another data set that's going to be valuable, right? But when you come in a program and let's say you speak to Haisam or Brandon or Reg or anyone in the customer success and the fulfillment, they'll base their decision and their advice based on data, right? And that's what makes us special and different from most of these programs out there, right? And I wrote here that we're finally getting the word from choosing to do the things the hard way, because I cannot tell you how easy it could have been and how easy it could be for me right now to just sell information, and to just sell a course and to not have a big team and to not do that. Like that was the easy way. And that's what most people will do. Everyone that you will watch on YouTube and all these things, they're selling you just information, knowledge. But like, is knowledge important? Yes, it is important. But will it get us close to guaranteeing success? Hell no, right? And I feel like now that we did the hard way, now we actually have something, a competitive edge that most of these businesses out there don't have, which is data. Okay? And that's what happens when you do things when you do what's right instead of what's easy. Okay? You can DM your coach and ask them for data backing his advice. If it doesn't have any, run away. Don't even ask for a refund or a dispute. Just run away, right? So I just wanted to just come on here and just share with you guys this fact, right? So maybe when you guys ever need help scaling, of course, our service is not for everyone. It's pretty expensive. But I'm working on growthspecialist.io, so maybe that's going to be helping you guys who don't necessarily have capital to figure out a way to earn money online. But we are generally the company that makes it unreasonable for you not to see results, because depending on the outcome that you have, that you desire, you come in, we look at what we have, we look at what's worked before, we look at the trends, and we give you what works, right? If I was you, I'd book a call and swipe the Amex, right? If you want to book a call, you can definitely book a call. You can probably find the link below. But this is the most important thing, and I want to just make it bigger. The return on investment is certainty. The return on investment with working with cloneacquisition.io is certainty. And I can tell you guys how amazing certainty is, because if you don't have certainty, guys, it's hard for you to take the kind of action when it comes to growing a business. Because growing a business, like let's say as an example for me, I just spent yesterday like 50 grand in a day, right? I paid my team members, just 3 people, 50 G's in a day. Imagine how hard that would be if I wasn't certain in how I conduct business and in the predictability of my actions and what I do, right? 50 G's, spending 50 G's in a day is pretty crazy, right? But of course, that same day we had done like 34 grand. So it's like, it's like I have proof that, and I have certainty in everything that I do that it's going to work, right? So if you guys want to do something good for your business, find certainty and clarity. Those are the two things that you need. Certainty that if you do this, this is going to happen. And you also need clarity on what you should do. Clarity only comes from someone who can look at data and be able to analyze what's going wrong or suggest you what's going right based on the data. So we have the most clarity because we have the numbers. Okay? So yeah, guys, and build this into your business. Build this for your clients. Because imagine if I'm competing with another guy with a program, and that guy is like, hey, I can teach you how to build a 50K a month business, right? And then he's like, oh, well, how are you going to do it? Oh, it's based off me growing my own business. But then they've only built one business. They've only done it once. So that means that if you buy their experience, you're actually buying their lottery ticket. I think it's Naval who said this. He said that people who sell courses or people who teach you how to get rich based on how they got rich, are actually selling you a lottery ticket. Which means that if I go and win the lottery and you buy my ticket, you're not necessarily guaranteed to win. You're actually guaranteed to not win, right? Well, for us, it's not. For us, it's like combining a bunch of lottery tickets from wins from previous clients and potentially creating your own lottery ticket from it. That's the difference, right? When that guy is telling you, hey, do this because I did it myself, we're telling you, hey, do this because 105 other clients did it this way and saw success. So which are you going to choose? Are you going to choose this data point, or are you going to choose 100 data points or 100 data sets, right? This is what I want you guys to understand. Be logical. Of course, you're going to be doing business with whoever has you emotionally, but get a little bit outside of your, limbic system, your second level of the brain, and actually make logical, data-driven decision based on facts. Don't base it off of like who do I like the most. No, you'll like people and they'll literally rob you of your money, right? But anyway, do this for your clients. Steal this from me. Steal this from me. Do the hard things. Track all the data from what's making your client successful. Eventually, I can literally build an AI tool based on all the data sets that we have in our outbound campaigns, in our offers, and I could build a fucking offer.ai or a 50K.ai a month, and I could literally sell it and have it give, like, so it would be like a self-serving lottery ticket AI tool where we've given it so much of the right data that created success that anyone who uses it becomes successful because we base it off of success to build it in the first place. So please collect data, collect data, collect data. Stop trying to sell courses. If you're a course seller or program seller watching this video, I know you guys do watch my shit, right? Stop the madness. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. You're lazy today, you'll be broke the next day. You do the hard things today, you'll be good forever. Let me repeat this. If you take shortcuts today, you will be run out of business by me or by someone else who actually takes my advice. If you do take my business, maybe you have a chance, okay? I love you guys so much. Guys, please chase your dreams. It's super easy, but you got to spend time learning. Become smart. You have no reason not to be smart. What is your excuse exactly? Anyway, I love y'all. I need to go hit the gym. Bye-bye.